Well, it seems in my earlier life, I wasn't just correct. I didn't just call it. I dialed direct. I was right on many different points. Let's first start off with what was lost. What was lost? This is a pricey lesson to learn. Jill, I hope you have money to burn. Racism is very expensive, isn't it? I wonder what they were going to pay you. And I mean, that was just the first season. You had wandered into a new cash cow. So you thought. So you have been fighting to get back on television, really since they kicked you off, and that was before season what 10 of Roni. You've been trying to get back on for 10 years, and you had an inked deal. An inked deal in television is worth more than its weight in gold. An inked deal that had gone to press. It had gone to press. It had gone to press. The public was salivating. Everyone was rejoicing. There was a Tinker Tape parade in your honor. But you had to mess it up. Now, this isn't the first time you've messed up the deal. There was a deal for a Roni Classic show, but because the girls were asking for too much money, Bravo walked away and gave the girls, the Crappy Lake here and Dorinda on Traders there. And oh, okay, well, we'll do a girls' trip. They were giving you just enough work to keep you interested. But like a boyfriend that breadcrumbs, you were never going to be emotionally or financially fulfilled. So you, like, smart women that knew your worth, decided to shop yourselves around. And you got a deal with E after they broke off with NBC. You said, oh, let's go to their rival. And that's brilliant. Brilliant. But what isn't brilliant is getting on the internet in this very tenuous climate and decide to say something ignorant and unnecessary because you are now back in the world of public opinion. You are not on Roni of old. I don't think you would have gotten it. You might have gotten away with that on Roni of old, but this ain't the world of old no more. This ain't that world. And it's just fascinating to me that within 24 hours of the ignorance hitting the airwaves, your ass is out, fired, canned. Variety announced it this afternoon, just a few minutes ago. It's what you deserve. And I want to point out how selfish you are. The fact that these other women could have lost their job, their income, because of your loud, ignorant, and uninformed, uncultured, and uneducated mouth. I think there needs to be a clause that these heifers sign when they go on a show. If you do something stupid to get it canceled, we come to you for our paycheck. That includes people who show up to a workplace with a sexually explicit photo of a coworker. That includes DUI. That includes fraud. I think these women need to be financially beholden to each other. Because if you had fucked up my job, baby, baby, it would have been a beating, a beating. But I know you're beating yourself up. Imagine chasing the brass ring for so long, you finally get an ink deal after the meetings and the back and forth and the test shoots. Oh, it takes so long to get anything done in television. It's meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting, proving to the mucky mucks and the sucky sucks. You jumped through all those hoops like the dog you are to finally get your treat, and you end up pissing on it. I, I just, it's so interesting how them other women, like only a housewife can, threw you under the bus to save their employment. Now, I do wonder what this means for Ramona Singer because Ramona, girl, we are watching you. You are the next to slip up. Will they replace her? Bethany said she don't want to come back. Nobody really liked Jill Zarin anyway. We people like Luann, people like Sonia. Um, I wonder if they'll let Dorinda straddle the fence and be on both networks. I don't think that they would let her, but you never know. You never know. I mean, now that E's in a pinch since they've lost one of their stars, or are the other girls just going to split your salary? Is that what's going to happen, Jill? Are those girls going to laugh at you while they're on camera and split your salary? Are they going to split your salary? Now that you're there, you're not getting it. I think maybe they should split as a bonus to deal with your ignorance. I mean, you've already put a shit stain on the show. They cut you out like a tumor, like a tumor. Girl, they said this is malignant. You're going to bring the whole show down, if not the network, because the truth is, for you to stay on the E network I mean, girl, you and E network was like this in the news, all up and through and together. He was just grinning. Ew, look at me, the new face of E. Mm, mm, mm. They cut that face out. They said, we'll put these four other heifers up here. They knew how to keep their mouths shut during the Super Bowl. And how easy was that? Again, you had Turning Point USA you could have turned to, but you wanted to focus and dissect something that you didn't like. And now you've got something you really don't like: obscurity. Oh my goodness. And this was your last chance. Well, I wondered, I actually now you are truly toxic because if he ain't gonna work with you, Netflix ain't gonna work with you. They sure ain't. Oh my God. You got fired before the job got started. How do you get fired at orientation? How do you get fired before you get your keys and your badge? They didn't even have to collect your keys or your badge. They didn't have to tell you to turn your computer in. They were just like, you know what? We're just going to stop communication. Ladies, ladies, come on. We've got a show to do. You don't. You don't. Mm. Jill, maybe you should change your name to what was that girl's name? Too much knack, honey. Too much knack. Because she got fired, just like you. I wonder who put you up to making that ignorant statement. Mm. Well, whoever it was, thank them for me. Because I know this type of pain, you'll never recover from this. You are in true white woman agony, and it's what you deserve.